Hey family, welcome to Uniquely Resilient, and I am unique. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you are new to my channel, please hit like and subscribe to my channel and comment. And this is the series of how I survived 2020. So let's get into it. Okay, so boom. So it's my birthday, right? It is my birthday, my 32nd birthday. And I'm laying in the bed after a night on the town. If you saw my previous video, you saw that I went and hung out. Well, you heard that whatever, you get the point. And, I'm laying in the bed and I'm breathing. And I'm they slow, short, but deep, cold breaths. And I'm like, this don't feel right. This don't feel right at all. So my fingertips felt a little numb. I started getting real cold. And I was like, man, I'm just tripping. You know how you you just be like, man, I'm tripping. Let me go to sleep. But my breathing was so bad that I couldn't even go to sleep. I couldn't even focus on I couldn't even go to sleep. Because it's funny, because that's what I listen to when I go to sleep. When I'm trying to force myself to go to sleep, I listen to my breaths. And I try to count my breaths and stuff like that. And before you know it, I'm passed out. And I just couldn't. And I'm like, it's staticky and icy, and I'm feeling it. I feel like every breath I take, I could feel it. And it was like as if it was taking everything in me to create that breath. So I'm like, well, what the? I'm like, okay. So I'm like, bro, I gotta get to the emergency room. I got to. And I didn't want to call the ambulance because I didn't want to not have a ride home. Although I could have just called me an Uber, but I like to be able to move when I want to move. I ain't got time for that. And so I was like, okay, I'm literally feeling my body temperature drop from the inside. I'm scared, but I'm trying not to panic because I don't want to, I don't want to worry my grandmother. So I'm just like, Nana, I'll be back. It's 4:00 in the morning. She never asked where I'm going. I mean, I'm grown, but this particular time she asked me where I was going. And I had to tell her the truth. I always talk about integrity. I had to tell her the truth. And I let her know that I can't breathe. My breathing feel funny. I'm going to the emergency room. And it's crazy because I was not going to tell her. I didn't want her to be worried, And so I went to the emergency room. And they did pretty much the same exams and stuff that they did on me previously. The lungs, the heart, the oxygen, the blood. And they did another COVID test on me because I had demanded them to. But I'll get into that. So, but everything looked normal. And I'm like, how? She had me do some running and stuff. And, she had the thing on my finger to mark my oxygen and stuff. And she was like, everything looks normal. I'm like, well, what the hell going on? Why am I feeling this way? And she said, sweetie, What they're not telling you about is after you test positive for COVID-19, there is going to be some COVID residue. And I'm like, wait. COVID what? A residue? Oh, Lord. The hell that mean? She said there are going to be symptoms long after you test positive. Like, once you test negative after you've been positive, there's still going to be symptoms. So I'm like, bro, like, what's crazy, because like I shared previously, I didn't have any symptoms when I was positive. I mean, I lost my taste and smell, but it came back in like 3 or 4 days, and I quarantined with no symptoms. I might have hit my um albuterol, the inhaler, a couple times, because I was feeling a little short of breath, but for the most part, like, it wasn't like a continuous thing that I needed to be worried about, like how it was when I just rushed to the emergency room. It wasn't nothing like that. So I'm just like, what? So I'm be feeling like this all the time, and so I'm just panicking. I'm like, well, that must mean I got COVID again, like, and this is the part where I'm for like, I demanded to be tested again for COVID, and the doctor was just like, there's no way you could be positive again, like in the same season. And I'm like, I don't give a damn what you say. Can you please just test me? My insurance will cover that. Please just take the damn test. He argued me up and down. Ma'am, you're not positive. I'm just like, well, I live with my grandmother. I just want to make sure. I know I just took one. Hell, it was literally 2 weeks before that, but I ain't got time. Please just give me another one. And he gave me another one, and it was like one of those rapid tests, and it came back negative as well. So I'm dealing with this breathing issue. I'm dealing with this mean ass cough. Like, it was like a like, I just can't even, like, you felt it. Like, I felt it in my stomach. It was just like oh, hard ass cough. And but eventually it did get better. It definitely got better. But my mental health did not get better. And I will talk about that in our next video. Thank you for watching it this far. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys next time.